Alright guys, we've finished our Holes book as of yesterday officially. So I want to go ahead and go over the Holes book project. This project is due next week, so you have some days to do it. For this project you have 5 choices. You're going to choose one activity, again one, to complete. You can pick any one you want. I'm very relaxed on how you do it. Just make sure that when it's done I get a copy of it. So you can either, number 1, write a short story with one of the choices below. This should be at least a page in length. That's, maybe 5 paragraphs or so. You are either writing a short story that has a new ending to the book, so you rewrite the end. It'd be like rewriting the last chapter, or maybe the epilogue. You can write about another camper's reason he's at Camp Green Lake, so you can pick a different character in the book and you can write their whole story about why you think they're there. Or you can write what would have happened if Sam, our character from the book, had never died. Okay, so a short story about one of these. Not all 3, pick one. Number 2, you can make a timeline for the story. You should have at least 12 different events that happened in our story. It needs to go in the right order, so sequence, remember that means order, so correct sequence. And you should pick important things. So just think about when you did your timeline for gallery night, right? You didn't pick really unimportant things like graduated from kindergarten. That wasn't really important. Now, graduated from college, maybe that was important. So think about what were the important parts of the story. Saying, Stanley thought his bed smelled like barf is not the most important part of the story. Pick the really important parts. Number 3, if you're feeling more like drawing, you can make a cartoon strip, so it's like a comic strip. It needs to have at least 8 panels, so that would be 8 different boxes or 8 different scenes. You're telling some kind of event from the story, so it needs to be accurately portrayed. That could be like them climbing God's thumb. That could be them finding the suitcase. Those would be some really good ones I think would make good comics. You could do Stanley stealing the truck. All of those would make really exciting comics. But you pick. You can do the shoes falling on his head, whatever you want. It needs to be in color, it needs to be neat, and there should be some realistic dialogue. So that's some things that maybe characters from the story would have said. You do not have to quote from the book. You can if you want, but you should have some dialogue. Number 4, you could make a diary of a camper at Camp Green Lake. You can pick any character you want, but they should be a camper, so you're not making a diary for the warden or Mr. Sir, one of the campers. But you're going to make a diary of what you think their life is like. So it should have 5 entries. The character should be accurately portrayed. So think about the character and what they're like, and make sure that you're writing about them the way you think they would write their diary. And then there should be some events from Holes. Okay. So maybe be like, today blank happened, and that would be something from the story. Okay, 5 entries. A diary is not a sentence. So if you're doing this, this is like saying 5 paragraphs. Each diary entry should be about 1 paragraph. Okay. Choice number 5. You can write a letter home from Camp Green Lake. So it should be in letter format. That means dear mom or dad or cousin, brother, dear dog, whoever you're writing to at the top. You have the date. You write the body of the letter, and then you have your love so-and-so at the end. You should have some facts or examples from the story in this. Okay, so again, tell about something that's happening at Camp Green Lake, and it should be things that they like and things that they dislike about being at the camp. This letter should be about a page just like the other ones, alright? No 2-sentence letters. I'll have you redo it again. So again, pick one activity for your final project, and then after you finish it, you can either turn in a copy of it, you can turn in a picture of it, or you can turn in a video. If you're doing a writing assignment, you can do that in Google Docs. If you're doing a comic, it can be one that you hand draw, it can be one that you do electronically. It's completely up to you. If you're doing a timeline, you can make a timeline on the computer, or you can make it on paper. It is your choice how you do it. Just make sure that it gets turned in to me. Okay. Like I said, I'm releasing this on Friday. It's not due till next week, so this should give you lots of time to think about it, think about what you want to do, and then go ahead and get your project done. Alright? If you have any questions, please let me know.